first hill here.
I'm so much happier than I was 20 minutes ago. I'm going to cry. We've reached the end. Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and I make videos about New York City and my life living here in it. And I walked the entire length of Broadway in Manhattan. Yes, all 13.3 miles of it. This is something that has been on my bucket list since I moved to New York City, and it has taken me almost 3 years to get around to doing it. Like I said, the walk is 13.3 miles, but that is only the length of Broadway in Manhattan. It continues all the way through the Bronx and then turns to Route 9 and goes all the way up to Albany, reaching a stretch of 150 miles. It is definitely one of the longest continuous streets in the world, but I only say one of because I just couldn't find conclusive results anywhere about what is actually the longest continuous street in the world. There was one in Canada mentioned. I saw one article that said it was Broadway, but then another article that said this road in Colorado was the longest one in the US. So, I mean, it's long. If you have more conclusive results on this, please do let us know in the comments. So there are, of course, several different routes you can take to walk the entire length of Manhattan, but Broadway is the only one that is one continuous street the entire way, which is why I chose it. This is an awesome way to see Manhattan. I couldn't recommend it enough. It really lets you see the differences between each neighborhood. But anyway, enough talking. Let's send it over to past Hannah and get into the walk. Okay, we're about to go. We're very excited, but I just wanted to run you guys through kind of what we decided to wear, what we're taking with us. Are you nervous?
Nah.
I'm a little nervous, which is stupid. But like, I mean, I know worst case scenario, or if you get tired, we get on the train and go home. I think it's the camera that's making me nervous. Because if we screw up and we don't do it, they know. You want to show them what you're wearing? So I am wearing this. The fashion stops here. I'm just wearing my running shoes. We're taking this gray backpack. It's honestly a little heavier than I would prefer, but we have a bunch of camera stuff in here. We've got a gimbal in here, a charger, like all sorts of that stuff, which is making it heavier. Big bottle of water. I threw my Kindle in there in case I want to read like on the train ride. Yeah, but other than that, only necessities because we don't want to be carrying too much. So we opted to walk north to south. And the reason for this is that we live in Brooklyn. So our train ride up to the northernmost point of Manhattan is about an hour. So we didn't want to like get up there and be exhausted from the walk and then have to ride the train an hour home. If we ride the train from the southernmost point in Manhattan, we'll be home in like 10 minutes. So that's why we're going north to south. So we need to go and get on the train now because like I said, it is an hour ride. If you look on Google Maps, the walk says it's gonna take 4.5 hours. That is if you were walking at like a brisk pace and not stopping. So I would imagine it's gonna take us longer than that, but based on the research I've done from like blogs and other people who've done this, I don't think it's gonna take more than 7. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling though. Let's go. We rode the train up to the 225th Street subway stop in Marble Hill. Something really cool about this neighborhood that I actually didn't even know until I started researching for this video a few weeks ago is that although Marble Hill is on the same landmass as the Bronx and is not a part of the island of Manhattan, it is still considered to be a part of the borough of Manhattan. It is the northernmost neighborhood of Manhattan, not Inwood, and is one of very few parts of Manhattan that aren't actually on the island.
Doing the thing.
We're doing the thing. It is. What time is it? Why won't it light up? Oh no.
12:30 something.
12:37? It is 12:37 and we are beginning our walk across this bridge up here into Inwood. Here we're crossing the Broadway Bridge, which is a double-decked vertical lift bridge. It's very short, only 558 feet, and it connects Marble Hill to Inwood, crossing the Harlem River. Alright, so we've walked across the bridge and we are now in Inwood, but I just wanted to give you guys a little tip. If you do this the same way that we did and you're going north to south and you have a long train ride up here, right when you get off the train, there's a Target there. I don't care if you don't have to, go to the bathroom because bathrooms are going to be hard to find. I'm a little nervous about it, but we went to the bathroom in Target, so we're good for at least a while, so do that. We have officially made it into the hundreds. We're coming up on 196th Street. Still feeling pretty good.
Got our first hill here. Yikes.
Another reason that I would advocate for starting uptown is there are a ton of hills up here, and you do not want to do this at the end of your 13-mile walk. Mm-hmm. Washington Heights, am I right?
We've been going up this hill for about 10 blocks. No, at least we're not going up that way.
We are in the mid 140s now, and I am feeling extremely hungry. But Ross actually stayed right around here for about a week. I keep trying to put you in the frame, but you keep walking away. He stayed here for about a week right before we moved up here, when he was coming up a lot without me to do random jobs before we officially moved. And yeah, he stayed here.
I actually stayed right here next to the smoke shop.
So we're right off of 139th Street, and we found this little Mexican restaurant at exactly the right time. I was starving and we both had to use the restroom, so we're stopping for some lunch. It is 2:40 right now, so we're making okay time. I'm so much happier than I was 20 minutes ago. We've eaten and we are back on the move, feeling alive again. Yeah?
Yep.
I was feeling pretty rough, but now that we've had a break and a snack, I'm good to go. Okay, so we are at 121st Street, and I meant to film us when we got to 125th to kind of like mark our first 100 blocks, but then this elderly lady needed help carrying her bag up a hill, and I got distracted and forgot. But we've made it our first, 125 blocks. Woo. Wait, 105 blocks. Woo, math. This is Tom's Restaurant. It's located at the corner of Broadway and 112th Street. It's been a neighborhood staple since the 1940s, but if you're not local, you may recognize it as Monks from Seinfeld. Fun fact, I worked here as an usher for 3 months when I first moved to the city. It was pretty fun. I got to see a lot of cool shows. Alright, so it just rained a little bit. Excuse me, it was not supposed to do that until when we left. There was like a 50% chance of rain at like 7 p.m. But apparently it's gonna keep doing that on and off, so I'll keep you posted. Another little update. Ross just left me at 96th Street and got on the train for a little bit because he has to run to work to take a COVID test that he's required to have. He had to do that before 5 p.m. So he's going to do that really quick and then meeting back up with me afterward. The Ansonia building was built by William Earl Dodge Stokes and it opened in 1904. Its history is absolutely wild. It was considered the grandest hotel in Manhattan with a ton of amenities, including the world's largest swimming pool and a farm on the roof with farm animals, including a bear. For real. It was obviously the top choice place for celebrities, and a bunch of crazy scandals went down there, including the infamous Black Sox scandal, where the White Sox plotted to intentionally lose the 1919 World Series. Now it's just a really fancy condo building for rich people. I'm approaching Columbus Circle, which Ross is meeting me there, and it's our next bathroom stop. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is raining again, and it is not cute. Guys, we're at a weird angle, but we're torn and upset because it is pouring rain out there and it's not supposed to stop for several hours. And we've made it so far, we don't want to give up, but like it's raining out there. We keep waiting and it keeps getting worse. I'm going to cry. Good morning. I have to finish what I started. Hi, it is 8 in the morning. I'm getting my shoes on. I'm wearing different shoes today. I don't know if this is true because I'm not an athlete. I do not pretend to be an athlete, but I just feel like if you do a lot of exercise in one shoe on one day, it's better to wear a different shoe the next day because it like hits a little differently on your foot or something and like doesn't bug all the same places. That's probably just me. I don't know anything. Adrian, if you're watching this, comment and tell me if that's a real thing. All right, guys, I got home last night and I was so damn upset about this because I've been planning to do that walk all at once literally since before I even started YouTube. Sorry if you can hear Ross in the kitchen, he's packing his lunch for work. But I've been planning to do that for such a long time and I realized that it is much cooler to watch and feels like much more of an accomplishment if you do the whole thing at once. But I am not kidding you guys, you saw it was raining so hard. It was not going to stop anytime soon. And we didn't have any rain gear because there was like a 50% chance of rain at like 7 o'clock when we left. I was like, that's not gonna be a problem. No, it started pouring at like 4:30. So we left, I felt defeated, and then I was like, you know what, I still gotta do it. So I'm going back up to Columbus Circle right now and I'm gonna walk the rest of it by myself this time. Ross has to go to work, so I've downloaded some podcasts. I'm ready to go. I feel like in some ways, this is harder than walking the whole thing at once because yesterday I was in the zone, I was feeling good, I was happy, and now I'm just really annoyed and also a little sore from yesterday. We have 5 miles left. So yesterday I did over 8. So now I have 5 miles left and I'm trying to get this done by noon because it is gonna be 90 degrees today. Like, Excuse me? What? The universe is against me right now. But it feels okay this morning. I'm probably gonna start getting pretty hot around 10:30, but we gotta get it done by noon or I'm going to boil. Today, we're serious. We are in all black athletic wear. Yeah, couldn't be at all cute today. It's 9 a.m. It's already getting sunnier outside. We're back where we started. Let's get this thing done. We are approaching Times Square, and let me tell you, I would rather be anywhere else at 9 in the morning. It looks like a street fair is being set up right now, but it hasn't started yet because it's still early. The Flatiron Building was designed by Daniel Burnham and Frederick Dinkelberg. Upon its completion in 1902, it was one of the tallest buildings in the city at 20 floors high. The name Flatiron comes from the building's resemblance to a cast iron clothing iron. For some reason, the Flatiron Building has been under construction for an incredibly long time. Like, it's been a long time. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea what's happening today, but there's a parade of some sort, it looks like. Alright, I've made it to Union Square, and I just used the restroom here, so this is another good restroom stop. I know I'm gonna get made fun of for how much I'm talking about the bathroom, but it's a real concern in Manhattan, in particular, when you're, you know, out for, well, I was gonna say over 13 miles, but clearly I didn't do that all at once, so it's less of a concern, but anyway. Okay, so you remember when I was here in my last vlog, if you've seen that one, there was a farmer's market. There's a farmer's market again, but this time, it's on steroids. This isn't all of it. It wraps all the way around the other side too. I think it's just like a total square around the whole, haha. It's a total square around the whole square. I bought an apple cider. I'm not gonna drink it now, but I'm really excited to have it later. I just walked off to the side here. I'm under a tree for a little shade. It is hot, and I'm taking a little pause. One, to update you that I'm officially out of the numbered streets. So the numbered streets stop quite a bit from the actual bottom of the island. So when you get to First Street, that's not the end. There are a bunch of streets with names right after that, and we are officially there. We're getting close. We are under 2 miles now. So exciting. But also, it is right after 10:45 right now. It is Saturday morning, so I need to like post my video that just went up on Instagram. So I'm gonna do that and then be back on the move. This bus tour back behind me is reminding me that earlier when I was walking through Times Square, I felt so accomplished because I managed to get through there without a single one of the people selling bus tours or anything else speaking to me. So, tip, if you want to make sure to avoid that, wear all black athletic wear. Keep a very stone face. I was walking through there looking pretty hateful, and just like look at the ground and they won't speak to you. 1 mile left. 1 mile left. We've hit the financial district, final neighborhood. I am so excited. It is so hot. I'm really glad I started when I did, because doing this any later in the day would not be good. It's like a little after 11 right now. Whew. Oh my god, this has happened so many times where I've been trying to film something and then somebody walks in front of it and they notice that I'm filming. Like, I don't care because I'm just filming whatever's going on, right? But they're like, I'm sorry, and then I'm just like, oh, no, I'm sorry. Ugh. If you are a history buff or, let's be real, a Hamilton fan, you're probably familiar with Trinity Church. It is a beautiful Gothic-style church located at the intersection of Broadway and Wall Street, and it is the burial ground of Alexander Hamilton, Elizabeth Schuyler, Angelica Schuyler, etc. Guys, we've almost done it. See those trees up there? That's it. That's the end. You guys, that right there, that is #1 Broadway. We have reached the end. We did it. I keep saying we. I feel like you guys are along too, right? This is we. Yes. So there it is. I did it. Sort of. I'm still a little bummed that I didn't get to do it all at once. Ross says that it counts because I did the whole thing in under 24 hours, but I'm not sure that it does count. At least I can say, though, that I did walk the entire duration of Broadway, and I got to see everything, and that's what matters. Since I did it over 2 parts, I kind of had to figure out roughly how long it took me. I think the walk took right under 7 hours, including that lunch break that Ross and I took and any bathroom breaks, and then also probably just a little extra time for filming. According to Google Maps, it is a 4.5-hour walk, but obviously that is not true if you're, making stops and being a normal person. I'm also going to put my Fitbit stats across the 2 days up on the screen right now. Obviously, there was some extra walking on there that wasn't just the route, but I would say that the route itself was probably roughly 40,000 steps, but I don't know. The coolest thing about this walk for me was actually getting to watch each neighborhood turn into another. So, when you take the subway somewhere, you get there, you get off, and there you are. But when you're walking, you really get to see the neighborhoods merge and change. So, you get to see those bits where, say, it kind of looks like Harlem, but it also kind of looks like the Upper West Side. So if you plan to do this yourself, here are the main takeaways. First, maybe don't go on a gloomy day, even if it's not supposed to rain in the forecast, because, yeah. Do your research about what things you want to take particular notice of and make sure you see. Wear comfortable clothes and shoes, whatever that may look like for you, and sunscreen. Make sure to plan out your bathroom stops and like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel for new ones every single Saturday. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.